Okay, this is the last chapter for this month, chapter 9. We will continue with chapter 10 in February. And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a great star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there rose the smoke out of the pit, as the smoke of a great furnace. The sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit. And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given power as the scorpions of the earth had power. It was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass or the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those which had not the seal of God in their forehead. And to them it was given that they should not kill them, but they shall be tormented 5 months, and the torment was as the torment of a scorpion when he striketh a man. This is perhaps the most unique and difficult section of Revelation to interpret, and may have conjured while there is about it from this star, verse 1. It is not a story, but a metaphor for an angelic being, noted Job chapter 38, verse 7. As this star fall from heaven with a key, authority to open the bottomless pit. Verses 1 and 2. The Greek word for pit is abyssal, render in English the abyss. The bottomless pit is mentioned in 7 verses of Revelation, chapter 9, verse 1 to 11, chapter 11, verse 7, chapter 17, verse 8, chapter 20, verse 1 and 3. The Bible indicated that in the future Lucifer will be brought down to the sides of the pit. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 15. In Luke chapter 8, verse 31, the devils and the demons possessed one man requested that Jesus not send them into the deep. From the Greek word abyssal, when the angel opened this pit, strange-looking creatures exit the smoke in a mass, preparing to torment mankind. And in those days shall man seek death, and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. And the shapes of the locusts were like unto horses prepared unto battle, and on their heads were as if were crowns like gold. The face were the face of man, faces of man, and they had hair as the hair of a woman, and their teeth were as the teeth of a lion. And they had breastplates, as they were breastplates of iron. And the sound of the wings were the sound of chariots, of many horses running to battle. And they had tails like scorpions, and there were stingers in their tail. And their power was to hurt man 5 months. And they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in the Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in Greek tongue has his name Napoleon. One woe is past, and behold, there comes two woes more hereafter. And the sixth and the sixth angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the four horns of the golden altar, which is before God, saying to the sixth angel which had a trumpet, loose the four angels which are by now in the great river Euphrates. And the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour, and a day, and a month, and a year, for to slay the third part of man. The sixth angel sounded the sixth trumpet. These four angels bound in the Euphrates, verse 14, could be four of the chief principality spirits of see Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. They have ruled previous prophetic empires in the Euphrates region of the world. Daniel chapter 10, verse 13 and 20 calls two of these spirits the prince of Persia and the prince of Greece. These spirits that control the Antichrist is said to come out of the pit. See Revelation chapter 17, verse 8. And the Antichrist will form a dead empire whose symbolic is like a lion, a bear, and a leopard. See Revelation chapter 13, verse 2, which represented the empire of Babylon, Greece, Persia, and Greece. These will be returned of the ancient ruling spirit. These four angels have power to kill 1/3 of mankind. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them. And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, every breastplates of fire, and Justin and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of a lion, and out of mouths issue fire and smoke and brimstone. And thus I saw the horse. Yeah, okay. The lion head on the four beasts spoken in Revelation chapter 13, verse 1 to 2, represents the Babylonian Empire according to Daniel chapter 7, verse 4. The Euphrates is located in Iraq, the land of ancient Bible. See Genesis chapter 11, and Babylon. See Daniel 1. Some suggested this indicate that these invading armies in Iraq, the land of ancient Babylon, according to the Islamic Read, the last among who will unite the Islamic world, called Mahdi, will emerge from Iraq. By these three was the third part of man killed by the fire and by smoke and by brimstone, which issues out of their mouth. For their power is in their mouth and in their tail. For their tails were like scorpions and had heads, and within do they hurt. And the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues, yet repented not of the works of their hands, that they should not worship the devil and idols of gold and silver and brass and stone and of wood, which neither can see nor hear nor walk. Neither repented they of their murders, nor of their sorceries, nor of their fornication, nor of their thefts. Okay, a little back up here. Who are these locusts? Chapter 9, verses 3 to 11. Because this section has been difficult to interpret, even using apocalyptic symbolism, some have suggested that the odd description referred to modern helicopters or some type of military equipment not yet invented or discovered. The most common view from the early scholars, such as Adam Clark, Judson, Foss, and Brown, and others, was that this was the Islamic army, perhaps the Turks who ruled 27 regions on the continents for about 400 years, impacting Palestine from 1517 to 1917. The Turks rode on horseback, wearing long braided hair and turbans. Job chapter 1 verse 4 pointing out the invading army is compared to a swarming locusts. In Amos chapter 7 verse 1 to 3, many are likely to locusts also, and Judge chapter 6 verse 5, Jeremiah chapter 46 verse 23, Jeremiah chapter 3 verse 15. The description given in Revelation is, they were like horses prepared for battle. Revelation chapter 9 verse 7. They had crowns of gold. Revelation chapter 9 verse 7. They had faces like man. Revelation chapter 9 verse 7. They had hair like women. Revelation chapter 9 verse 8. They had teeth like lions. Revelation chapter 9 verse 8. They had breastplates of iron. Revelation chapter 9 verse 9. They have long stinger in their tail. Revelation chapter 9 verse 10. They tormented, terrorized men for 5 months. Revelation chapter 9 verse 10. They had a king over them from the pit. Revelation chapter 9 verse 11. The main argument against these hordes being a human object is that they have a fallen angel leading them. One called the angel of the wilderness pit, whose in the Greek name is Harlem, and the Hebrew Abaddon. See Revelation chapter 9 verse 11. Both names refers to acts of destruction or to be a destroyer. If they are spirit beings and not physical armor, the earth has never experienced an attack of demonic spirits such as this. The trumpet judgment. As God's judgments are being released, God can and will use natural disasters and cosmic activity to fulfill many of the judgments recorded in the Apocalypse. The results of the 6 trumpet judgments are as follows. The first angel, hailstones of fire mingled with blood. Revelation chapter 8 verse 7. The second angel, a great multitude burning with fire. Revelation chapter 8 verse 8. The third angel, an apostle falls, polluting 1/3 of rivers. Revelation chapter 8 verse 10. The fourth angel, 1/3 of the sun, moon, and stars are darkened. Chapter 8 verse 12. The fifth angel, the bottom of his pit is open, releasing spirits. Revelation chapter 9 verse 1. The sixth angel, fallen angels, and the righteous are loose. Revelation chapter 9 verse 14. The seventh angel, which has not been assembled yet, concludes the trumpet judgment, and as a Revelation chapter 10 verse 7. And we will read that next month. The trumpet judgments can be results of different natural and cosmetic calamity. The mountain burning with fire can be a massive volcanic erosion. The stars falling and polluting the rivers can result from a major asteroid striking a specific location on Earth. The precipices becoming dried up can occur due to drought that is predicted no rain for 42 months. See Revelation chapter 11, verse 1 through 6. Major earthquakes can strike the earth at any time in a location. Mountains burning and polluting water can also be a factor of a nuclear exchange between nations in which radiation corrupts the drinking water. Prophetic, both the earth and heavens are predicted to shake. See Hebrews chapter 12, verses 26 to 28, Luke chapter 21, verse 11, Mark chapter 13, verse 24 and 25. The scriptures describe massive death and destruction during the Great Tribulation. It is a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. We read, except that those days be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. Matthew chapter 24, verse 22. People who run to the mountain and rock, saying, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. Revelation chapter 6, verse 16. God's wrath will lay the Lamb desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 9. The 200 million man army, chapter 9, verse 16. This massive army will march across the landmass toward Iraq by crossing the Euphrates River, which will be dried up, according to Revelation chapter 16, verse 12. Some theology has assumed that because John saw the kings of the east, Revelation chapter 16, verse 12, this army must be a Chinese army, and China is quite capable of producing 200 million soldiers. However, there are other options with other nations. India is a nation with more than 1 billion people, capable of mobilizing such large numbers. The Islamic nations in the East also quite capable if they unite to form well over 200 million men to march into the Middle East under the Islamic ban. The reason for crossing the Euphrates may be for food, as massive famines will have occurred or to occurred oil wells in the Middle East. As the Antichrist will capture Egypt, giving him control over the Suez Canal and the oil shipments. See Daniel chapter 7, verse 43. The dying of the Euphrates can be a result of no rain for 42 months. See Revelation chapter 11, verse 3 to 6. Or the result of the fact that 5 large dams constructed in Turkey can now control the flow of the Euphrates. In the past, Turkey had used these dams to limit the water flow and water level of the Euphrates River. Okay, so that is it. Until next month. Bye-bye.